Welcome to my class of cyber security. Today we will learn about types of malwares. Malwares, as I have explained earlier, they are malicious programs which harm the computer or mobile phone or any device connected in net. Worms. A computer worm is a type of malicious software that self replicates, infecting other computers while remaining active on infected systems. A worm is a program that uses computer network and security holes to replicate itself. It scans the network for another machine that has a specific security hole and copies itself. Worms use up computer processing time and network bandwidth during replication. They carry payloads that do considerable damage. Computer worm is a standalone malware computer program that replicates itself in order to spread to other computer. It often uses a computer network to spread itself, relying on security failure on the target computer to access it. It will use this machine as a host to scan and infect other computers. When these new worm invaded computers are controlled, the worm will continue to scan and infect other computers using these computers as host, and this behavior will continue. Computer worms use recursive method to copy themselves without host program and distribute themselves based on the law of exponential growth, and then controlling and affecting more and more computers in a short time. Worms almost cause at least some harm to the network, even if only by consuming bandwidth. Now, this is a comparative study of virus versus worms. We have already studied virus in our last presentation. Virus attaches itself to operating system or the program, whereas worm don't attaches itself to operating system. Virus need user action to abet their propagation. Worms self propagate across a network, exploiting security in widely used services. Viruses damages caused is most local to the machine. Worm harms the network and consumes network bandwidth. Virus spread quite slowly. Worm spread much more rapidly. Example, slammer worm, 75,000 victims within 10 minutes. Mechanism of operation. In the diagram, mechanism of operation is explained. We have initial infection. This is stage 0. Infection occurs and then the machine or the device is called infected host. Then between infected host and target acquired, there is target acquisition. It means one host when communicate with another, the transmission occurs. Then step 2, delivery of hostile code. Hostile code on target system is delivered by infected host. First, the host finds out the target and it establishes a connection with the target, which is called target acquisition, and then there is a delivery of hostile code. hostile code on target system. Then execution of hostile code. Once the hostile code is executed, system compromise. The working of the system get disturbed. This from this also there is a cyclic process. You see, the from system compromise, then again infected host, then again target host, hostile code on target program, and then system compromised. So there is a cycle. Now fourth one is organizational transfer of additional code. Maybe the additional code may be transferred or may not be transferred. It is not necessary and mandatory to transfer the additional code. The transfer is optional. So the system is compromised and worm propagation is complete. With the help of this mechanism, the worm is propagated. Types of worm. What are the different types of worm? Different types of worm are shown: email worm, internet worm, instant messaging worm, file sharing, network worm. These are different types of worms which are present in any system. What are the symptoms that the device is infected with worms? It shows error messages, system performs slowly, network traffic, program malfunctions, unexpected restarts. These are several types of symptoms that the device has been affected by worms. Prevention and cure. Regularly update the program. Open email attachment file only if you are expecting the attachment file or the sender is known and has confirmed sending the file. Try to avoid downloading and installing the illegal software from the internet. Install an antivirus software. Now the next malware is Trojan horse. What is Trojan horse? A Trojan horse or Trojan in computing is any malicious computer program which misrepresents itself as harmful, as useful, routine, or interesting in order to pursue the victim to install it. The term is derived from the ancient Greek story of the wooden horse that was used to help Greek troops sneak invading the city of Troy. A Trojan horse is a program that appears to be something safe, but in is performing tasks such as giving access to computer or sending information to other computers. Unlike computer virus and worm, Trojans specially don't attempt to inject themselves into other files or other propagation programs. Purpose and use of Trojan. They are used generally for, and they are always used for destructive purpose: crashing the computer or device, modification or deletion of files, data corruption, formatting disk, discovery, destroying all contents, spread malware across the network, spy on user activities and access sensitive information. How our computer are affected? A site offers a free download to program or game that normally cost money. Downloading the pirated software of a program or game allows to illegally use or play. However, during the install, it also install a Trojan horse onto the computer. You receive an email that appears to be a form of friend asking you to view this fantastic new program or look at file. Opening the file infects the computer with a Trojan horse virus. A popular screen server website has become infected or uploaded infected screen savers. Downloading the screensaver to the computer also install a Trojan horse onto the computer. Spyware. This is another type of malware. Spyware is a type of malware that aims to gather information about a person or organization without their knowledge and send such information to hack another entity without the consumer's consent. Furthermore, spyware accesses control over a device without the consumer's knowledge, sending confidential information to another entity with the consumer's consent through cookies. It is a technology that aids in gathering information about a person or organization without their knowledge, that is, unknowingly. On the internet, where it is sometimes called a spy bot or tracking software, spy bot is programming that is put in somewhere's computer to secretly gather information about the user and relay it to advertiser or other interested parties. Spyware can get in a computer as spyware virus or as a result of installing a new program. Working principle of spyware: aside from the questions of ethics and privacy, spyware steals from the user by privacy. Spyware steals from user by using the computer memory's resources and using them. Also, because spyware is used using memory and system resource, the applications running in the background can lead to system crashes or system generated instability. Applications: spyware is similar to Trojan horse in that users unwittingly install the product when they install something else. Conclusion: data collecting programs that are installed with the user's knowledge are not property. Speaking spyware. If the users fully understands what idea or what data is being collected and with whom it is being shared. However, spyware is often spyware is often installed without the user's consent as a drive-by download or as the result of clicking some option in a deceptive pop-up window. In a deceptive pop-ups means a pop-up window of which the user is not sure of that when it will pop up. Software designed to serve advertising is known as adware, can usually be thought of as spyware as well as because it almost invariably includes component for tracking and reporting user informations. However, market's first objective is to have the knowledge of finance. Now we come to the next type of malware, adware. Adware is a type of malware that bombards with endless ads and pop-up windows that could potentially be dangerous. The best moment is yet to come. Adware is a software that shows you unwanted ads. It could be also a type of free software supported by advertisement that shows up in pop-up window or on a toolbar on your computer or browser. Most adware is annoying but safe, but some is used to gather the personal information, track the website we visited, or even record our keystroke. Where the adware comes from, just like spyware, adware is often built into free software, but can also be installed on your browser or operating system through a securities hole. How to recognize adware? Your device is probably infected with adware if you start seeing ad pop-ups in application view where you haven't seen them before. Pop-ups can also show up on your computer's desktop when you are not browsing the internet. Also, your browser's homepage settings need to be changed, which is included in all hardware network retrieval to check if the device is infected. How to protect from adware? Use an antivirus with an adware cleaner. Some of the antiviruses comes with adware cleaner. Then turn on firewall when using the internet. Use an adware removal tool to protect itself. There is no better way to recognize and remove adware. The way to use an antivirus with adware removing software. What is ransomware? Now we come to another type of malware called ransomware. Ransomware malware or ransomware is a type of malware that prevents users from accessing their system or personal life. The earliest variant of ransomware were developed in late 1980s and payment was sent via email. Ransomware is a type of malware that attempts to extort memory, that attempts to extort money from computer used by infecting and taking control of victim's machine or the files of documents stored in it. Typically, the ransomware will either you look the computer to prevent normal usage or encrypt documents and files on it to prevent access to the saved data. What are types of ransomware? Encryption ransomware, lock screen ransomware, masked boot ransomware. Thank you for watching.